Welcome back, my dear friends, to another video on postage stamps. And I have a special one to tell you about today. As a collector of postage stamps, going back to the 1960s when I began, I hate to say this, but there are not many United States postage stamps that I collect right now. I mean new releases, not the older ones. I find most, but not all, basically unattractive. And one recent outstanding exception, though, is the Raven Story Forever stamp. Based on the Northwest Coast Native American mythology, it features the stylized image of a raven, which has been used by the Native Americans for many hundreds of years, maybe thousands. This enchanting stamp is issued in sheets of 20, and it is a simple white background, as you can see, and upon which the black raven figure looks striking and powerful. And topping it off are small shapes, round diamonds, others in gold, which I believe represents the stars above as the raven flies through the heavens, which he did at one time according to this. My love of this stamp also stems from my deep affection for the Native American culture, both ancient and present. Most of us are familiar with the raven, a large black bird, very smart indeed. I've been told that they often will collect things and put in their nest. And many of us are familiar with the raven as depicted on this stamp. Who is the raven, and why should he be honored on a United States postage stamp? In the Pacific Northwest mythology, ancient tales and modern depict the clever bird as a trickster. But he's considered a shapeshifter that has magical powers. He is not just a bird, but also a deity, a spirit. The raven has been the benefactor to mankind by giving to us the great gift of fire, light, and certain necessary foods for our sustenance. If the figure is familiar to you, but you can't remember from where, this might help. The raven is often found on Northwest totem poles, carved wooden boxes, utensils, as well as adorning jewelry, weavings, baskets, and many, many other items. So the raven is a very important entity to the Native American people, and he is considered the creator of light, actually. He takes on a lot of attributes that God Almighty himself possesses exclusively, I might add. But as such, the raven is considered the ultimate creator of all things that existed before the beginning. And then, on the other hand, and it is that other hand that always causes trouble, is it not? He is a trickster figure seen as the catalyst of all mischief and mayhem that takes place on Earth. But over the decades, many countries have issued stamps depicting various aspects of Native American life and life ways. And to me, however, this Raven Story issue is one of the finest that I've seen, and I've seen some beautiful ones. I've shared a few with you, and I have more that I'm going to share with you in the future. I don't think that the raven is comparable. I think it's a totally, wholly different legend or mythology than that of the Thunderbird. But because the Thunderbird was the great protector of the Anishinaabe people, the Native American people here in Michigan, and in different Native American groups throughout the country. The Thunderbird was like a cultural, it crossed the cultural boundaries of the Native Americans and was used by many, 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 many different tribes. Well, I think the raven in my research over the years kind of was exclusively to the Northwest coast. Well, anyways, I could prattle on and on and on, and that would do us no good. I hope you enjoyed looking at this really, really beautiful stamp, and will consider picking up either a single or the block of 5, 10, 15, the block of 20 sheet, which will, it just looks, to me it looks magnificent. I want to thank you for being with me today. Love each and every one of you. God bless you, and I hope to see you all again real soon. See you later.